Today we both have good news and bad news for you. Some incredibly anticipated shows have been cancelled. However, there have also been release dates confirmed for sequels to some of the most beloved movies in recent times. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Edge of Tomorrow hit theaters in 2014, and fans have been buzzing about a sequel ever since. Director Doug Liman recently shared some hopeful news about the much-anticipated follow-up. In an interview with Empire, while promoting his latest movie, The Instigators, Liman addressed the future of Edge of Tomorrow. The original film starred Tom Cruise as Major William Cage, a soldier stuck in a time loop, reliving an alien attack day after day until he figures out how to defeat them. Although the movie didn't perform spectacularly at the box office initially, it has since gained a strong following and is now considered one of Cruise's standout roles. Talks of a sequel have been ongoing since 2016, but nothing concrete has emerged so far, unfortunately. Liman mentioned that both he and Cruise are still enthusiastic about the project. "We love that world," he said. "Despite the long gap, we want to continue the story." He also compared the wait to the time between James Cameron's Terminator films. "Tom and I rewatched it a couple of months ago, and I was like, wow, that is a really good movie," Liman shared. He did say that even if a sequel never happens, he's proud of the original film's legacy. "I cannot stress enough how much I need this movie to happen." We're finally heading back to the swamp. DreamWorks Animation has just announced that Shrek 5 is officially in the works, set to hit theaters on July 1st, 2026. Fans will be thrilled to know that original stars Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, and Cameron Diaz are all returning. While Antonio Banderas' return as the lovable Puss in Boots isn't confirmed yet, there's still plenty to be excited about. Shrek 5 will be directed by Walt Dorn, who has a rich history with the franchise, having worked on Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, and Shrek Forever After. Eddie Murphy revealed back in June that he's already started recording for the film and will also be working on a Donkey spin-off. "We started doing Shrek 5 months ago," Murphy told Collider. "I recorded the first act and we'll finish it up this year. Shrek is coming out and Donkey's gonna have his own movie too." Universal Pictures tasked Meledandri with reviving the Shrek and Puss in Boots franchises back in 2018. He's committed to preserving the original voice performances that made Shrek such a hit. After more than a decade of scares, The Conjuring 4 is set to bring the mainline horror series to a close. The release date has finally been revealed, September 5th, 2025. While plot details are still under wraps, fans can celebrate knowing that Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson will return as paranormal investigators, Lorraine and Ed Warren, who have been the backbone of the franchise. Even though the recent movies haven't quite hit the critical or box office highs of the earlier films, the announcement of The Conjuring 4 has fans eagerly anticipating the series' conclusion. There's also buzz about a Conjuring TV show in development for Max, set to take place after the events of the movies, promising more paranormal adventures from the Warrens. With The Conjuring 4 dropping in early September 2025, it will kick off a major horror showdown. Just a week earlier, the next Insidious movie will hit theaters, followed by Jordan Peele's thriller, Him, and Saw 11 later in the month. Given the intense competition, it will be interesting to see if the Conjuring franchise can maintain its dominance in the horror genre. With just a year to go before DC Studios releases their new Superman movie, James Gunn has unveiled the official logo for the DCU's Man of Steel. We've seen glimpses of this design on Superman's chest in both official photos and set pictures. But this high-resolution shot gives us the clearest look yet at the striking Kingdom Come-inspired emblem. It's a noticeable departure from previous iterations, which certainly signals a fresh direction for the character. Gunn is eager to explore the DC universe in ways never seen before. "I have a deep connection to these characters and stories," he said. "I want to create that magic, not just for the kid I was, but for everyone. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to build a unified world in DC and tell these stories." He concluded, "This isn't just an opportunity, it's a unique chance that no one has had before. How could I say no to that?" Completely understandable, James. The cancellation of the DCU Arkham Asylum show has dashed hopes of breaking a long-standing trend with Batman movie villains. After being in development for 4 years, the series was officially canceled in July 2024. However, there's still a glimmer of hope, as reports suggest a new DC show centered around Arkham might be developed in the future. The news came as a big disappointment to fans eagerly anticipating this unique addition to the Batman universe. Without the Arkham Asylum show, the future of Batman's story in the DCU looks quite different. The series had the potential to delve deep into Arkham and the lives of its inmates, offering fresh perspectives on Batman's rogues gallery. This would have been a golden opportunity for the DCU to avoid the common trend of over-focusing on a few iconic villains, like the Joker, and instead introduce a wide array of Batman's foes. The show's cancellation means the DCU loses an easy avenue to showcase Batman's diverse villains. A dedicated series could have smoothly integrated a large number of these characters. Without it, bringing all these antagonists into the spotlight will be much more challenging. Historically, Batman movies have struggled to fully explore the vast range of his enemies. While focusing on iconic figures makes sense for storytelling, it often sacrifices the depth and variety of Batman's rogues gallery. Although the DCU can still navigate this complex task, the path forward is now undeniably more difficult. Fresh off the blockbuster success of Despicable Me 4, Illumination and Universal have just announced Minions 3, set to hit theaters on June 30th, 2027. The film will be written by Brian Lynch, known for his work on Minions and the Secret Life of Pets films. Directing duties will be handled by Pierre Coffin, the veteran director of the Despicable Me and Minions films, who has also voiced the lovable Minions since their debut in 2010. Producing the film are Illumination founder and CEO Chris Meledandri, alongside Bill Ryan, who was an executive producer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Over a decade since their creation, the Minions have become some of the most iconic animated characters of their generation, contributing to the Despicable Me and Minions movies, raking in nearly $5 billion at the global box office. The franchise boasts Minions, one of the highest-grossing animated films ever, and the Oscar-nominated Despicable Me 2 and Despicable Me 3, each earning over $1 billion worldwide. In 2022, Minions: The Rise of Gru broke records with the highest-grossing July 4th opening weekend in domestic history. This year's Despicable Me 4 further proved the Minions' enduring appeal, opening to a whopping $230 million worldwide. Thoughts? Opinions? Anything you're looking forward to? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, thanks for watching.